I've actually let someone live with me before, a homeless person, when I was going to Endicott in my dorm room. I got a buddy who's homeless. He just moved back from Las Vegas. He has nowhere to stay. Do you mind? Bring him in to party. The kid comes in. Immediately, I sit down with him. So I threatened him, and I'm not a tough guy. I know this about myself. He was the nicest person I have ever met in my life, dude.
Damn.
He lived with us the entire semester.
Right.
He wasn't a student.
Right.
He didn't pay housing. We literally smuggled this kid in our dorm every day for like 4 months.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Happening. Back once again, episode 30, High Level Podcast. Thank you for tuning in, and if you are new here, you can find us on YouTube at the High Level Podcast. If you are on social media, which everybody's on social media, find us on TikTok at the High Level Pod. You can find us on Instagram at the High Level Podcast. Now, for those of you who listen to the pod and you don't watch the pod, perfectly fine. Find us on Apple Pod, Spotify, iHeart, Pandora, TuneIn Radio, you name it, we're on it. So go out there, guys, give us a like, subscribe, share, comment, leave a 5-star review or leave a 1, whatever works for you, works for us. How we doing today, guys?
Doing good?
Not too shabby.
Doing good.
Living our best lives out here, episode 30. It's kind of crazy, 30.
That is pretty crazy.
Dirty 30.
You're scared of 30.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
I'm a little, about it.
Well-
Because 20s are like litty.
Yeah.
And then now you're 30, and 10 years from now you'll be 40, and that's fucked.
You're in your 30s, right? Are you
29.
29? Oh, boy.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Little
just I'm
baby.
scared of 30, yeah.
Don't be scared. I'm 34.
6 months, I'll be
An
30.
old geezer.
34?
34.
You fucking old.
Dude, it changes overnight.
Shit already done changed for me, and that's the thing. I'm tired of all this bullshit, bro. I don't want shit to change. It just keeps changing as you turn 30. I don't know. It just, personally, I didn't realize how fast time went till you have kids, because you're watching them grow and develop over time, where it's like, if it's just you, you're not looking in the mirror every day and watching yourself grow and develop. You're just living your life.
Right.
So it puts it in perspective.
True.
Like I have a 10-year-old.
Yeah, seriously.
You know what I mean? 3 years I'll have a teenager. Like, that's
Yeah, that's
craziness.
It's absolutely insane.
It's craziness.
Yeah.
But nonetheless.
Yeah.
Wait, Vinny, are you classified as the old millennial? Who's
I know.
like,
What
No,
are
I
you,
think
fam?
I'm definitely a millennial, but I was born in 90. So I think my brother is an old millennial.
because he's like the
What's
late
it-
80s.
yeah,
Yeah,
how
he's
old's
like
he?
30. He's only 2 years older than me, so he'll be 37 in November.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
he's like
that's
an
old
older
millennial.
millennial. Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm definitely like right smack in the middle of millennial.
I
I'm
think
a true 90s baby. I wasn't born in like 97 claiming
Fuck
90s
yeah.
babiness.
We're
Oh, yeah, my
95.
I mean, I'm 95, but I always
You
say,
know what they call 95ers, and like after they
We're
call
the
us
best.
Zillennials.
what the fuck is that supposed
Millennials.
to mean?
It's like
Gen
halfway
Z
between.
and
Nah,
millennials.
bro.
I'm
You're
like, I don't
either
know.
one or the other.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm straight millennial all
I'm
the way.
a Republican. Yeah.
Dude,
How
it's
does
so
that work?
It's so funny though, like growing up millennial and like being the young workforce people and getting shit on.
Yeah.
And now Gen Z's in the workforce and they're getting shit on. It's just so funny that like nothing ever changes. People just hate like the younger
Yeah.
generation. They just can't stand
I
it.
find myself saying like, back in my day.
Yeah,
I'm like,
for real, yeah.
Ew.
You know what's a wild thought? All three of us are older than Google.
Yeah.
Like, we're older than Google.
Yeah.
Think about that.
No,
yeah.
that's sickening.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
We're older than the search engine that the world runs on.
Dude, I mean, I
No,
don't.
literally.
I'm older than like public internet.
Yeah.
You are.
Like that stuff wasn't around.
You're
in
older than the
90s.
World Wide Web.
Like
I
in
re-
the 90s, like you could access it, but it was very, 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 very limited.
Yeah. I kind of even
shit.
remember that. Like, before the days of, like, me being a little bit older and then, like, the whole AOL and dial-up internet
Yep.
and all that stuff. But before that, I remember my dad had this dinosaur of a computer,
Yes.
dude. Dinosaur. All you could really do on it was go play pinball and solitaire.
Right.
Like, getting on the internet was, like, you were lucky if you got on.
I remember the first computer my family got. Like the first, like,
Was it a Windows?
it was a People PC.
People
Wow.
PC?
God bless them. They went out of business.
Oh.
Well, not God bless them. Someone help them.
Someone help
help
them.
But yeah, no, it was dope. It was crazy, dude. Because I remember we had like it was like a new thing. It was a new thing.
I remember remember the craze of like computers and like going on the internet. Like it
When
was a
laptops
big
first
moment.
became a thing,
Yeah.
you were like, yo, you could take a computer on the go.
Yep.
But the old, if you remember the old, like in order to get internet back in the day, you'd have to plug in like a legit fucking
Phone cable.
like a modem.
Yeah.
And it would have like the 2 antennas on it on the side
Yep.
and shit. Like I remember that. Like one of my first laptops, I still had to do that.
Or the rise and the fall of the iPod.
Yeah,
we
for
were
real.
there for that.
For real.
You know who makes a fire laptop? I'm not even gonna flex. IBM.
Yeah.
I used to have an IBM ThinkPad, like a few different series. Every time I'd get a new laptop, I don't know, my dad's buddy is like a computer guy, so my dad used to get all my laptops through him. But IBM, low
I only
key
had
fire
Acers.
laptop.
I always had an Acer, which
Yeah, those
honestly
are
kind of
right.
sucked. They
They're
were kind of
alright,
like,
but IBMs are like definitely good business laptops nowadays.
You know which laptops kind of suck now though?
those Chromebooks.
Yeah, dude,
Oh, yeah.
Chromebooks are like
Stupid.
low key. I mean, I understand for like students, like when
But outside of that, stupid.
I got fooled into buying one once. Not like fooled, but I didn't do my research. And I was like, oh, it's like a cloud-based computer. I like, cool. Not cool.
No.
not cool.
No.
Not cool.
No, I liked it for the
I hate it
purpose
for
of like
school.
Ryan had it for when during COVID when they finally went back to school and
Yeah.
stuff online like that, for that kind of thing it was perfect. But outside of that, nah.
Well, dude, I mean, like, yes, pre-internet, but also like to speed it up to modern times. I graduated from Endicott in 2012. I just read an article on LinkedIn yesterday. They have a full esports team and like a full gaming lab where kids go and play and like go in national tournaments and shit. Dude, when I was in college 12 years ago, if you ever told me that there was a professional gaming
Yeah, dude.
team
There's a gaming
and
bar in
league-
Worcester.
Yeah, but
Like-
like that shit's picking up. But like
Yeah.
now I'm looking back being like, damn, dude, like my college didn't do that. Now my college is doing that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's
Evolving.
super dope.
yeah, I was like, that's nuts. It went from no internet to people playing video games competitively.
What's crazy is the
Yeah.
amount of money
Yeah.
that people make from not even going to tournaments and stuff. People who do like like Twitch and like all the streaming and
Right.
shit make a shit ton of money
Yeah.
playing video
Yeah,
games,
it's
bro.
nuts.
And like a lot of the times they're just like kind of doing what we're doing, like talking about nothing while they just sit there and game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or they're just like talking about everything that you're watching them do. But however,
Yeah, I tried streaming gaming for like I streamed like 4 times, but I had the whole setup with like a sim racer and like all that. It's just lonely.
it's a lonely life to
Yeah,
live.
you're just playing video games alone, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, especially when you just start and no one's watching, so you're truly just playing alone for nobody.
Then you get the one person that stays for 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, nah,
Thanks, Mom.
this ain't this ain't it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, dude. Pre-internet floppy disks, dude, were a thing. Man, CDs were a thing.
Again,
Mini discs were a
again,
thing.
not that we're running nostalgia back, but the days where I used to have to put the empty cassette tape in the radio and press
Yes.
record on jamming and
Yes.
then make mixtapes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Dude,
my-
you know the amount of information on that first space shuttle, whether you choose to believe it or not, all fit on a floppy disk? Like, all that information was less than the amount of data that a floppy disk can record.
That's crazy.
And that's like 100 megabytes.
That's a crazy perspective.
Yeah.
I miss burning CDs and having the CD book in your whip.
Yeah. That
You
was
know
dope.
what I mean? That
Yeah,
was my
that was the
favorite thing,
time.
hanging out with my uncles. Anytime my uncles would pick me up or whatever, fucking, bro.
Yeah.
First thing I did when I jumped in the whip, they'd throw me the fucking
Yeah, no, I mean,
big old CD book.
if you didn't have a blank CD with Sharpie on it and a book to match, dude, then did you really?
I don't know. Did you even really live in the late 90s, early 2000s? Like, come on.
Fucking LimeWire, Pirate Bay, like all that shit, dude.
Honestly, like, I know it comes from a biased place, but I think millennials are like the best generation. I just think we're the best.
We've definitely had the most like perspective
yeah.
on the current industrial technological revolution.
We
if you
were
wanna
on the
call it.
cusp of
We've
so
lived
many
through
things.
a lot of like pivotal, iconic moments.
100%.
Yeah. And times. Like in terms of like humans' abilities. We've
Yeah.
we've seen almost all of it.
Yeah.
I don't want to see the rest.
There might
rest
not be,
ain't
there
that
might
good.
not be much more.
The rest ain't that nice, fam.
Fucking China's
Global
about to go to
warming.
Taiwan. North Korea's about to go to South Korea. Or fuck,
I
yeah.
know, it's just crazy.
Shit's popping.
I was trying to think. Speaking of poppin', Diddy
Yeah.
has a trial date,
Yeah.
May 15th or some shit like that. So
His
I have-
son just got whacked with a lawsuit.
Did he?
So shit's
did he?
The same
Shit's
son
rolling.
that's been involved or
No,
a different one?
different son,
Wow.
Justin.
Uh-oh. The only one not going down is
for
Quincy.
I think it was like 150K.
Ooh.
Damn.
I've seen a lot of people with allegations against Kanye now
Yeah.
Damn.
at like Diddy parties and shit. It's
Kanye's been in China for the past few weeks.
Really?
Yep.
What
Yeah,
the hell is
news
he doing
to
out
you.
there?
Some kind of I didn't look into it, so
Fashion.
forgive me. Yeah, it's a recruitment.
Okay,
He's
okay.
recruiting people.
Yeah, I want him far away from
The
politics.
fuck's he
Fashion,
recruiting
yes.
No
people
Diddy.
for? Yeah. The fuck's he recruiting people for?
Yeah, so there isn't too much new on that front, but I definitely wanted to throw in the mix that he's got a trial, and
Yeah.
as more shit unfolds,
Yep.
you know we're talking about it.
Oh yeah.
There's been a lot of lists that are like not confirmed, but just like a lot of lists going around.
I mean, I don't even
can't
think
wait for
there
the real
needs
ones.
to be because
No,
it's like
definitely
it's fair to assume everybody from
Yeah.
when Diddy started until now
Right.
has been to one of his parties,
Yeah.
and this ain't nothing new for him. I'm
Right.
sure it's been over the course of that amount of time he's been doing this.
Right.
So,
I heard. I saw a meme yesterday. I think Chris Brown said it after like maybe it was the VMAs, the MTV Music Awards, or some type of award ceremony recently, and he was like, "Damn, you can really feel that like
Bow
Diddy's
Wow
not."
said
It was a Bow
that.
Wow. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, "You can really feel that Diddy's not around right now. There's no party, no after party, nowhere
I'm like,
to go."
why
and
would
it's
you
like,
say
bro,
that?
what the
Shut
fuck?
up! Like,
Yeah,
read the room.
he's out here just
Like,
supporting, man.
what are you saying?
What?
Well, excuse me. On a different, less brighter but less brighter note,
Okay.
Pats suck.
Yeah.
They suck. Yeah, fuck you and your Jacksonville Jaguars, Bulls. They suck too.
Dude, the reason I have this is because I went down to Florida to see a buddy. We parked, got our tickets, 30 rack of beer, and lunch for the day for less than $25 a piece.
And then what happened? You spilled a meatball on your shirt. And you had to buy something just because you were out and about and you were wearing a white tee.
Well, yes,
I
actually.
bought this. I got this too, all for under the $25, dude.
Oh, fire.
So I wear it as like a reminder at how great of a day that was and that I didn't spend any money. And yes, they got smoked that day. Not that I root them on, but like we were maybe one of 20 people in the stadium that day.
What were the Pats there?
No,
Or you
my
just
buddy lived
watched
in
her- oh,
Jacksonville.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, dude, Jaguars games are fucking dirt cheap. Like, you guys want to do something on Sunday? And we're like, hell yeah.
Fuck it.
Sick.
Yeah.
I think,
Saw Bill's Mafia while we were there. That was actually pretty notable.
yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's unforgettable
Yeah,
right there. People, those motherfuckers don't play.
Yeah, they're jumping off vans and like burning. What are the dolls called? You like poke a doll with a pin.
Voodoo dolls?
Thank you. They were
Yeah.
burning those.
Damn,
Oh, shit.
damn, that's some witchcraft.
Yeah.
That's some tomfoolery right there.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's safe to say Mayo lost the team. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't think the Kraft will fire him, but it's definitely safe to say that
Yeah.
he lost the team, and all we can really hope for at this point is that Drake May just keeps getting his reps in, keeps learning some shit, and at this point we'll see what happens next year. I'm on to the Bruins, who are off to a great start.
Yeah.
I'm on the fucking Celtics that
Let's go.
starting up, I think. Is it today?
I don't know.
I need to I need to see when this is because
If it's not, it's got to be like this week or next week. Cause
I'm ready.
yeah, I'm pretty sure preseason's over. So
Yeah.
I'm ready. We got to get my team together soon.
we do. Yeah, you might. I mean, you might need to do that. Like, if they start today, you might need to do that like now.
well, I told Marina that her best bet might be to just do DraftKings, like little $2 entries
fair
every
enough.
week, and just so that she can draft who she wants to draft.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
When's their home opener too,
tonight.
while you're at it? It is
Tonight, yeah.
Let's go.
Out in the garden, they're raising the banner tonight.
Oh shit.
First, New York Knicks.
Nice.
I thought it was tonight. I just wanted to confirm and be sure. So
We'll be
that-
seated.
I can't wait
Yeah.
for that, dude. Imagine we get another parade. We had mad fun. You got to come to the next one if we win. We had a
Yeah.
mad fun that
It was
day.
a good time.
I know I did.
Yeah.
What?
They
What
not
you
like
looking
us.
at?
They not like us. No, but one thing I definitely wanted to talk about today on a somewhat more serious note, because I know this shit's been on my mind a lot lately, just based on things that are happening in life, is just like the value of friendship and how they evolve, and like how it's amazing to me how close you can be with people for so long in your life, and then things like just like
Fizzle.
poof. Yeah, like
Yeah.
and I get that it's like we grow up and like things change after high school. You never keep the same crowd. Like that's all to be expected. But when it's people that you like grew up with from day one and like you see them getting married and doing all these things, and it's like we may not be in the loop every day, but you're not going to invite me to your wedding type shit. And like I'm not saying necessarily that like I'm experiencing this right now, but it's like I have. And I see it happening, and I can see it brewing to happen soon again in the future. And it's just like, to me, it's like I don't give a fuck how long we haven't talked. There's certain people that like are my boys no matter what, and like I'm always gonna get the invite, always gonna get a phone call. Like when I have free time, I'm gonna hit you up. Like, and it just sucks how so many important people and friendships can just like fizzle out like that. Like it's insane.
Well, I mean, I think people are just part of certain like chapters of your life. They're not necessarily the whole book. They're just certain chapters. And that's okay. Like you got to experience them. You had a great timeline, but like no malice, we move on.
No doubt. But I think it's also...
But it is crazy that when it is like a very close person that like you said, you grew up like pretty much like elementary school and you're an adult and you're like, damn, like I spent every day with you. And now I'm an adult and I don't talk to you whatsoever.
Yeah, but the weird thing about those situations is when you do see them and hang out, it's like you never missed a beat. Like,
True. Yeah.
You know what I mean? They make you feel like, or you, vice versa, make each other feel like comfortable enough in that way, which is good. But it's also like, I don't know. What it boils down to, and I was thinking about this and how I was going to go about like talking about this today, I think it always boils down to like I don't even know how to like describe what I'm trying to say because I don't want to sound dumb, but I lost my fucking train of thought now, but it'll come.
Well, I always think like it's always weird because more often than not, like you were kind of saying, there's no reason that the relationship, and we'll just call it a relationship for sake of argument, like died out. I think that that's wicked annoying, to be completely honest.
When it's for no, I'd rather it be for a reason.
Yeah.
Because like as adults, I've realized that obviously like a no response is a no. Let me see is also a no. Maybe is also a no.
Yep.
Like, I'll hit you back up, also a no. See you there, also a no. Like, those are all things that people, like, try to be polite and try to be nice, and, like, they don't know how to just be, like, not my vibe or not my scene or not my whatever. But for someone like me, where it's like, if I say I might be there, I actually might be there. Like, genuinely might be there. And I'll probably let you know if I'm going to be there.
That's it right there, though, is the communication aspect of saying, I might be there, and then you text them and say, you know what, like, I thought I was feeling it. I'm not coming, though. Like, I'm not feeling it. Or, you know what, my plan's cleared up. I'm coming through. Yeah. Communication.
And I've learned that, like, anything except an explicit yes should be regarded as a no.
Agreed.
And that, like, really fucking hurts me. But at the end of the day, like, I know so many people that this is like a perfect example, and it's fucking sad to be completely honest. But like last year or 2 years ago, me and Kel tried to invite like 25, 30 people over, and everyone was like, yeah, for 4th of July, which is the day after my birthday also. Right. So we're like shooting out messages. We'll be home all day. It's our usual thing, blah, 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 blah. And everyone's like, yeah, maybe I'll let you know the day before, blah, 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 blah. And we don't have any know of like if anyone's coming or not. So obviously
you don't know how to prepare.
Right. And I do my best to prepare. And then like 4 people came, which is fine, thank you. But like 4 people came also with the expectation that there was something going on. So like then it's just like me and Kel and another couple, and that's fine. They're really good friends of mine. I've known them forever. It wasn't awkward. It wasn't bad, whatever. But like just say you're not showing up.
Right. It's not that big a deal. Yeah. That's the thing I hate. Like,
you're not going to hurt your friend's feelings by saying no. Like, I've had a friend ask me, she's like, I really want to see, it was Tory Lanez. She's like, come with me to a Tory Lanez concert. Girl, no, I'm not going. Enjoy, but no.
Yo, Tory.
Like, I'm not going. And that's all you have to say. Like, be honest with your friends. I feel like, especially with my friendships, like, we can be, like, very blunt, flat, and be like, no, I'm not going to that.
I remember my point. I remember my whole synopsis. Was it all boils down to, there it goes again. No, I'm just kidding.
Jesus Christ.
I was going to say, hang it up.
Damn, I really did forget now.
Oh my God, dude.
Terrible. Now I'm really on the edge of my seat. Like, I can say it.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just, I mean, I don't want to like, I don't think anyone means anything by
No,
it.
It's
And
never
everyone's-
any
me either.
malice.
Yeah,
Me
and
either.
yeah,
But
and
I
everyone-
do agree with you. Like, it's annoying. Like, I feel like with friendships, like, people aren't intentional anymore. Like, in high school, it's easier because I see you for 5 days a week, 8 hours a day. Of course, we're going to be in the loop all the time.
Right.
And then we're going to hang out after school. As adults, I feel like we use the scapegoat excuse of, oh, you know, life. I'm an adult now.
Right.
I work. I have kids. Like,
So
you need
easy.
to be intentional about your
Right.
friendships. If you want the friendship to work, you need to make effort for it to work.
Facts.
You can't just sit around and be like, yeah, they've been my friends for like all my life and we don't talk.
Right.
That's not a friendship anymore.
There's
That's
like
a
a-
time you had.
And
That's an
to your
acquaintance.
point, there's like maybe 3 people I know in my life that fit into that category. Maybe 3 that like aren't family. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Like someone literally, they could disappear off the face of the earth, show up in 20 years, and I'd be like, bet, dude, what's good?
Right.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Right.
Of course.
But I've had a lot of friends that just like get caught up in life, and it feels like you get forgotten behind. But honestly, if I could speak bluntly, fuck them. To be completely honest, because like
You have to
I'm
be
not
important
chasing you.
enough.
We're just talking about how we're all approaching 30. I'm 34. I'm not chasing down fucking friends anymore. dude.
Literally.
Right.
My house is unlocked 9 times out of 10. I'm home most of the time, as is my wife, and we invite people over for almost every holiday.
Right.
You know where to find me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like, whatever, dude. It pisses me off, but at the same time, it's not worth getting pissed off about.
It's because they don't put in the effort. It really.
I really remember it now.
Fucking spit it out. Go.
At the end of the day, the problem with me is that when I care about someone and I have a history with someone and a friendship and all these things, like you start to at that point, because you have for so long, expect you from other people. Because hear me out, for a good stretch of your life or whatever period of time it is, you are getting that from that person. You're getting what you are giving. But then when you're not, and that friendship does the fizzle and you move past it and what have you, and life continues on, at the end of the day, like, that's the thing. Right there.
Yeah.
So-
Excuse me. I also realized recently that like how many of my friendships when I was younger, not high school necessarily, and not even college, but kind of after college, and then getting into adulthood, most of those were built off like booze and weed.
Yeah.
And when
you factor that out.
yeah, there's nothing there, dude.
Yeah.
And like I hate to sound like the old dude that's like fucking don't make your friendships on drugs, but like honest to
But
God,
seriously,
like
A
if
lot of
you-
them are, because when you're young, that's what you do when you're young, dude. You
right, and
party.
that is a way to bond when you're young, like being rebels together, like
Yeah.
throwing down on the bag together, rolling the blunt, shooting the shit, talking about what's going on. But
Right.
like when you're our age, you don't sit in a circle and smoke a blunt and talk about like your problems. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, maybe you do, but like that's not why you get together.
Right.
Exactly.
When you're younger, that's why you get together.
Exactly.
When you're older, it's because you have like common actual interests, not
Mm-hmm.
like how quickly can we forget about this.
Right. It's actual
So-
friendships with
Right.
in-depth conversations.
Well, the problem too is when you don't have like the closure on why, like especially when like current day you could be making the effort. And again, I'm like figuratively speaking. I'm not on here trying to like
Yeah, no, I know.
indirectly call anybody out,
Yeah.
but I've obviously been through this, so I'm speaking from a real place where it's like you go out of your way to make the effort. And like you said, you either get the no, maybe, or you don't get the response, or you get the
Right.
I'm busy, or no, like people, nothing's going on this weekend, but then you're on social media and the whole group of people
Right.
that you just hit up are all together, and
Right.
it's like, why? You know what I
Right.
mean? I think that's what kills me about those friendships is like, at least if I knew why, if it's like, whatever the reason is, like, you're at a different place in your life and I just feel awkward around you, or I don't feel like our friend,
Right.
whatever, or I just don't like you anymore.
Right.
Whatever the case is, like, not knowing is the
Yeah.
part that's like, yo, like, why? Why am I, like, because it sucks to be, like, feel like the black sheep. I'll be like,
But I feel like
Why
I see
don't
that
people
with,
like me?
every
Yeah. Like,
friend
you know what I
group,
mean?
though. Like, there's always that one, like, it could be a friend group of, like, 5, 10, 15, and there's always that one that they, like,
Shun.
single out to a
right.
point where it's like, why are you even friends with them then?
Right.
Like, if you single them out from every event and you don't, like, hit them up to come out to events and
Right.
hang out, like, but you keep them up as, like, a backup friend, like, why? Like, why even bother?
So I was like, one of my good friends is still friends with one of our, and I should say I'm still friends with him too. So I don't like want to talk bad about the kid, but it's a relationship that fizzled out, point blank. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And the past like few times we've hung out, I was brought by another friend in the group. So like after 2 or 3 of those, and it's like, bro, I've known you since 9th grade, and I'm getting the invite through somebody.
That you introduced me to?
No. That was also part of the friend group.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's like
yeah.
clearly you're hitting people up. I'm not in that circle. And like
Right.
after 1 or 2 times of like being brought into the circle from the same group of friends, that's like, why weren't you on that text? It's like, dude, I'm fucking over it.
Yeah.
You know, you like
it
I'm
makes
over
you feel some
yeah.
type of way.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm over it. I don't like, and also like same type of people that either don't respond or give you the maybes or like whatever. And it's like, all right, so I'm gonna stop asking, and when you ask, probably gonna say I'm good.
Right.
Yeah.
Probably gonna say go fuck yourself.
But yeah, dude, I feel you. It's
And
weird.
it's like so hard to like. Personally, I feel like it's even harder now to make friendships as an adult. I just feel like it's very different than when you were in high school. Like it's just very.
I'll tell you
different.
what, some of the best people and friends and like people that I'm in contact with more than some of the people I grew up with and friends and yada yada are people I've met at work, specifically
Yeah.
the food service industry. Some of the best. That's how we met, bruv. You know, now look at us.
We were
Mad
just
years
talking
ago.
about you and Vinnie. Like, I love that the friendship is rekindled. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
and that can happen too. Like, sometimes you drift away, but then you come back and like friendship's stronger than ever.
I mean, I was saying Arena the other day, like, and not to be like super vulnerable or anything, but I was like, it's weird how like I know I have so many people around me that love me and care about me, and vice versa. Like the very few amount of friends, family, yada yada. But it's different because like I feel like alone in the sense where one of my best friends in the whole world is gone, like dead. You know what I mean? In the ground, never coming back. My other best friend lives all the way across the country, so it feels like
Literally on the other side of the country.
literally
Yeah.
as far as you can almost get.
I was gonna say
Like,
he's as close to the West Coast ocean as you are to the East Coast ocean.
Facts.
It's not even like
Facts.
yeah,
Yeah, like-
you know what I mean? Just straight like that,
Right.
you know. And then it's like, you know, I have some other really close friends that I consider on that same level of these people I'm talking about. But again, I get that like work schedule's a little, so I get that there's always gonna be like a real life situation as to why you can't be around your boys and yada yada. But at the end of the day, like
You make time first.
you gotta make time
You
for the
got
people
to.
you care about.
You have
like,
to.
Yeah, I mean, after years go by of trying on one end, and maybe even presumably the other, like maybe it just doesn't work out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I just feel like at some point though, like there has to be like you make the time, like you make it work.
I agree, and that's why I'm definitely not like a 1-2, but like I've been explicit with people, being like, bro, I've reached out a couple times.
Like, what's up?
Yeah,
what
and
the vibe
and like
is.
after that, it's like, dude, the ball's in your court.
Yeah.
I've even
Facts.
said to, and this isn't the most recent text that I sent. I don't think he watches it, but the most recent text I sent didn't have the same like sentiment behind it. But I was also like, dude, I've been a shitty friend the past few years. I'm trying to do better. So like, what are you up to every fucking
Accountability.
Saturday
Hell
between
yeah.
now and December?
Yeah.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, let's figure it out.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna make it work.
Yeah. So like, there's people that like
Truly
I
want to
give
make the
that
friendship
to.
work.
Yeah, and there's other people
Yeah.
where it's like, all right, I hit you up this time, no response. I hit you up that time, no response. I hit you up this time, no response. And now you want me to like donate to your kid's fundraiser? What?
Right. Yeah, I know.
The
like,
fuck?
I mean, and not for nothing, like first and foremost, and this take this how you want to take this. You're never gonna be friends with someone without some sort of benefit, and it doesn't have
It's
to be
always
this person
transactional.
pays. It's like how the person makes you feel,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
how you can be around that someone can be a transaction. You know what I'm saying? So if someone doesn't offer you something in some way, shape, or form, like it doesn't have to be a physical thing.
No, even if it's just like self motivation. Like, hey,
Yeah.
you look good today, dude.
Right,
You know what I
anything,
mean?
you know what I
Like,
mean?
Yeah.
That that's okay.
Yeah.
Like, and if
Yeah.
if there isn't some sort of transaction in the friendship, whether it's like, you know, I have a friend like my boy John. He's been on the pod. My favorite redhead. Like when I'm with him, I can be the most goofy version of myself. We do stupid, quirky, like little improv, dorky shit. You know
Yep.
what I mean? And like I don't do that with anybody else. So that's a transactional thing right
Yeah.
there. So like
Right.
you
He
gotta,
brings out a different side of you, a good side too.
yeah, of course. So
Yeah.
you got to watch who you're around and like.
Very true. Which is probably also why friendships has fizzled out. Like you don't align with them
Or maybe,
characteristically wise anymore.
or maybe it's literally like your aura or like your kinetic or the vibe energy you give off and all that spiritual shit ain't clicking, even though you can have everything in common with that person. That's still your guy. Every time you see him, it's always going to be love and all that, but sometimes
you can absolutely grow up out of somebody.
it's just supposed to be that. And I guess that's basically what I'm getting at is it sucks, dude. Growing up and experiencing these kind of things, it sucks.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Speaking of friendships, though, I saw a cool thread earlier this week, and it was like, how do you feel about your best friend still hanging out with people who you don't like and they dislike you?
I don't. All I'm gonna say about that is if you're gonna hang around with like someone I consider an op, make sure that person ain't throwing dirt on my name. Like, represent me in a good manner. If you're gonna be out with an op, and like, don't be out here pillow talking with the op. Don't let an op pillow talk on me,
Dude,
that's my only thing.
I love you, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Because they're hanging with the person.
Yeah,
So they're not going to
just
risk their friendship, and I use that very loosely. They're not going to risk their friendship to stick up for you. Because it has zero like vested interest in themselves, and people are very selfish, and I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just the way it is.
Humanistic, yeah.
I don't know, man.
But,
because
like,
I have
if
like
they're-
best friends who like hang with people that I don't like, and I know I can trust them to like
Never
like,
talk about you with them.
100%.
Well, they can never talk, but I wouldn't.
I'm not saying like you have to stop like the person. I'm like, yo, if you say that about my boy again, I'm punching
okay.
you in the face. But
Gotcha.
like,
Okay, sorry, I
if
misunderstood.
just say
then.
like if you were like running off your mouth, and I was like, yo, chill, that's my guy, and you were like da 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 da, and you just talked your shit. At
That
least
makes more
you
sense, I guess.
you stood your ground. You were like, yo, like that's
Yeah,
my
yeah.
guy. I don't respect what you're doing right now. We can, you know what I mean?
But then what's next? Do you expect your boy to pull out of the friendship?
no.
So what's next then?
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, like, just keep it a stack like that. If you're going to continue to be around the person, always let that person know, because you're my guy, that you're not going to sit there and let him, like,
I don't think I
let
could be.
him.
I don't think I could be that mature. I don't think I could literally, like, if I knew my friends were hanging out with somebody that dislikes me and I dislike them back,
No,
like,
but this is specific people, like two people that I know for a fact. I'm not saying every single one of my friends. Like, if you're just like an acquaintance or someone I don't consider a best friend, but a friend, and you're chilling with the ops, I'll keep you at arm's length. I'll be cool with you. But when I'm around you, I subliminally don't trust you. I watch what I say and how I say
That
things.
should
that's
be- that
that's
should
what
be
I
the
was
thing.
gonna
You know what I'm
say.
saying?
Even regarding
And I
like,
have
my best
friendships
friend,
like
I would
that.
still feel that way. Like I'm gonna now. I feel like I have to be choosy about what I tell you, because
Right.
I don't know what will and doesn't come up with your conversations when it does pertain to me if I get brought up.
It's when you start planting the seeds.
Well, the best thing you can do is say something to somebody in a very specific way, and only say it to them in that regard, so that if it does surface again, you
Yeah.
know, yo, I only
Right.
told this person it that way.
Right.
So you know, I'm very fucking smooth like that. Bro.
Typical.
I'm peanut butter on toast with that shit, man. Come on. But on that note, I do want to make a beverage.
Let's do it, dude.
It's time.
Let's do it.
So we're doing a little seasonal eggnog drink here. I got pumpkin spice eggnog. We're gonna use the Taffers Brown Butter Bourbon.
You popped it?
Yeah, we have more than one.
Okay, good.
So,
A little early for eggnog, isn't it?
dude, it's pumpkin spice eggnog.
Okay, fair enough.
Chill out.
I love eggnog.
I
I
was-
know a lot of people don't love it, but I
I
love
was
it.
telling Kyle I've only had it like 2 or 3 times in my life. I don't know
Really?
if you guys learned this about me. I'm a kind of a picky eater. I eat good, but
I've been
I like
noticing
very
that throughout
choosy.
episodes.
Yeah.
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 don't like mayo.
Shut up.
He don't like the aioli.
Get your aioli away from me.
Dude, yesterday I made chicken and waffles. Bought a waffle maker, by the way, and finally learned how to
Fire.
fry chicken, like actually fry chicken, like KFC style, like real
Period.
fried chicken. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And last night we made chicken and waffles, and I made a spicy honey for myself.
Wait a minute. Did you make chicken and waffles, or did you make waffles and chicken?
Chicken and
Chicken and
waffles.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I was confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there was 1 waffle and 5 chickens.
How many chickens did it take?
It was 1 breast, so to the best of my knowledge, a whole chicken.
Wow.
1 whole chicken gave his life for a breast, and I ate it.
Phenomenal.
Nice.
I
Sensational.
don't know what happened to the other breast or the wings or anything else, but I ate them.
Look at
Kel
that
asked
thick boy. Yeah.
me to make an aioli.
Ooh.
So you know what I did?
You made her an aioli?
I put mayo and hot sauce in a cup, and I said, season it to your liking.
Dick.
And she was like, you're not even going to try it? And I was like, I mean, I guess I'll try it. And I did, and it was disgusting. For me. People probably like it. I'm sure it was a good
Is it the
aioli.
texture? Is it the flavor?
the
Is it
mayo.
everything?
It's the mayo.
It's the mayo.
I think I realized it yesterday. I'm actually glad you asked because I thought about this as I tasted it yesterday. I think it's the coating it leaves on my tongue.
That oily film.
I think that's what it is. I really do.
Okay,
Because,
I can respect that.
My throat feels like a grease trap after
Pause.
No diddy.
after I fucking house down some aioli. Yeah. So I think that's what it is.
What else do you not like, Vinny? Like, now I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by picky eaters. Like, damn, you really don't like that?
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't know. Name something.
That's big sexy. Come
Okay,
on.
what vegetables do you not like?
I like root vegetables.
Okay.
So, like, you know.
You like a root veg?
I like a
Like
root
Brussels
veg.
sprouts.
I love
I'll eat a
Brussels.
Brussels.
I love
Like, I'll eat a
Sweet
carrots,
potatoes.
potatoes,
Okay.
sweet potatoes, onions, like all that
Asparagus?
type of stuff. Yep, totally.
Okay. Peas.
Yep. I guess not really like a big veggie picky eater.
Okay.
I guess, now that I think about it.
What else is there? Fruits. What are we picky about fruits?
No, all fruits are good. I guess maybe I'm not a picky eater. I'm not really like
Maybe,
a
like,
huge
dish-wise.
condiment guy. I'm not really a huge condiment guy. Like I
Okay.
like the classics.
Ketchup, mustard, no mayo.
I love a
I can leave
spicy
mustard.
mustard on a hot dog on a glizz, bro. Pause, no diddy.
Yeah, maybe.
Wow, maybe? That means no.
What do you mean? Yeah.
Doesn't do it for me.
It does mean no.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, damn, huh?
Yeah.
This is fucking tasty here.
Ready? Cheers.
To friendship.
To
friendship. Oh, that's good.
She
That's
thick.
definitely good. Yeah, yeah.
That's yum diddly.
Yeah,
That's
I've
a
only
big
had eggnog
bitch.
like a handful of times.
So pumpkin spice eggnog.
Good.
The I'm sorry, John.
Taffer.
Yeah, John Taffer, brown butter, bourbon,
Love it.
whipped cream, little.
Oh, you know what I want to plug
Well,
in?
it's not so.
We won't plug.
We watched Smile 2 over the weekend.
Oh,
Oh,
that's,
that's
right.
right.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
meant to
you
talk.
guys did,
Go
yeah.
ahead. Rip it.
Really good. There was a jump
Not as
scare
good
in
as
there
the first one.
that fucking got me so fucking good. I'm like holding on to Kyle. I'm like,
Babe,
Mm.
no.
oh my god,
She literally
that was so good.
She jumped. She went, and then she went.
It got me so good. There was honestly a lot of good jump scares
But it
in
scared me because she
'Cause
like
she was
had
so
her
scared.
arm locked to mine, so I'm like,
Yeah. It's
That
like
was-
the jump scare didn't scare you. Her reaction to the
Yeah.
jump scare scared you.
that's my
Literally.
noise. Though. Like, and the girl next to me was with her boyfriend. She was laughing at me because my my jump scare noise is so I'd be like, It was so funny.
That's so
A lot of
fucking
people, there
funny.
was scenes where people were like laughing.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
I was
really?
like, yo, you're ruining the fucking
But I feel
eeriness.
like I was just talking about it with somebody. Like when you watch a horror movie and then you watch it for a second time, you see a lot of the comedic timing.
Sure, yeah.
And you're like, wow, like horror movies are actually like low key funny.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
When you really watch it.
Yeah, horror and comedy is like the same genre.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Hilarious. There were some moments I was just like, what the
Well,
fuck?
if you didn't know, Scream was supposed to be like a spoof-esque
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
And no.
Did you watch the newest one that's on Netflix? Scream
Scream?
5, I think it
We
is.
saw-
Not the new. It's not the newest one. It was made in 2022. I think there's
Yes,
six.
Yeah,
we
we-
did.
we saw
yeah,
it
we
in
saw
theaters.
it. Yeah.
That was like a not like a joke, but also a spoof. How they like referenced Stab, and like Stab is the original Scream movie.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're like going
Yeah.
through all the tropes of a
Yeah.
horror movie and like
Yeah,
all that
yeah.
shit.
I really like what they're doing with the
Me too.
franchise right now for Scream. I kind of like it. Like I like
We're
the
getting off topic. We're supposed to be talking Smile.
sorry, but I just like that. I think it's the twins that are like like a lot of them are related to
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
the people from.
Neve Campbell's coming back for the final one too. I
So
think
they
so.
say, yeah. But Smile 2
Okay.
was awesome.
Yeah, it was
Honestly,
really
I
good.
agree with Kyle. Not better than the first one. I
No.
feel like the first one was just like it had more plot. I felt like this one was more jump scare, like trying to be more
Yeah.
scary.
Like this one was more like you didn't know, like at the end what if certain things really happened or if they didn't happen. So it kind of leaves you like, what did that happen or did that not happen?
Even at
type
the
of
end,
thing.
like when it
like at
wraps?
the very
Yeah.
end is what has you. Like the very
The
end
very end.
is when
I
you're
like
like,
that.
wait,
I like that.
what? You know what I mean? And whereas the first one is more like everything's set in stone.
Right.
It's more very straightforward.
Yeah.
But I guess for those of you who haven't seen it and plan on seeing it, don't leave after the credits. I guess there's an end scene that
Oh, no
we
kidding.
didn't stay for. We actually
No,
heard
there
it
is
on
no
the way
end
out.
scene.
There isn't?
No. So when I was reading the synopsis, the director pretty much said he set up the last scene to leave an interpretation for a possible Smile 3. He's expecting to see, if it's a great response from Smile 2, he'll go continue with Smile 3.
Can I
Gotcha.
because of
somewhat
the way of
spoil
the
it?
end.
This is really good, by the way.
Is it good? Do you like
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
You can taste like the warmth of the bourbon
from
in
the
it.
bourbon.
It's really normally
But I
like
like
my
the
family
flavor of the
mixes
bourbon.
E and J with it. Like buys a bunch of eggnog, dumps it in a thing, a couple bottles of brandy, freaking E and J in there. But this one, the pumpkin spice, seasonal, very
that's
good.
good.
I don't
Sorry,
know-
I just took you off track. My
No,
bad.
no, I know what I was gonna say.
Okay,
I almost wanna
Give
spoil
the
it,
spoiler.
like just to talk about the end of the movie.
Give them the warning. I don't.
All right.
Yeah,
As a
spoiler
as a
warning.
person, I don't mind spoilers. The
Me
movie's
either.
the
I'm
movie's
still
been
gonna watch
written.
it.
Yeah, the
Right.
movie's been written. It's been shot. It's been edited. It is not going to change.
Yeah.
All right, well, guys, spoiler in 3, 2, 1. The end of the movie, the girl who gets like the curse or the demon or whatever performs in front of a whole audience because she's like a pop star or whatever, and she kills herself in front of an audience of
Thousands, yeah.
I don't know 20,000 call
Holy
it,
shit!
and
Who
that's-
are also recording
and who
on
are
Of course
live
they are.
streaming
Of course
too.
they are. Yeah.
So
Holy shit!
that's how the curse spreads and the demon spreads. When you see someone kill themselves with a
Oh,
smile or
shit.
whatever,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
passed on.
It's like a parasite.
Yeah, right.
So
That's fucked.
But how are
So
they
once
gonna?
that host dies,
Yeah.
So if that
Right.
happens, how are you gonna make a Smile 3 where it's like you
the
just have,
masses, I don't know.
Zombies.
it's just
Dude,
gonna, yeah, that's what I'm
zombies,
saying.
yeah.
Is like that's what it. But
Dude,
the,
what a fucked up movie that would be of just like everybody. What a fucked up.
Everyone's cursed.
but the essence of
And you
Smile
could go a
isn't-
week of like going insane and then you kill yourself.
and then you kill yourself, literally.
Hmm.
But
I'd be
the
fucking
essence of it's a
heated.
demon. No, it's not supposed to be like a zombie. It's
Right.
like it's a
Right, right.
demon.
Yeah, yeah, no,
Like a
yeah,
curse.
yeah,
it's
no, I
just gonna
understand.
power up the demon then.
Right.
Speaking of demon and stuff, I can't wait for next week's episode. Halloween, dude. The
Let's
31st
fucking go.
episode.
For real.
We're
You
guys
dropping
are
on
in for it.
31.
I know.
Yeah.
I was just
Yeah.
about to ask you guys what your favorite Halloween movie is, and then I was just like,
We gotta zip it next week. Next week. But yeah, I highly I'd give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like it's good. It was a good movie.
Yeah.
Like if you've seen
yeah.
the first one and you like the first one, you'll like this one.
Let
you
me
know?
just say, good jump scares. Like I told Kyle, I was like, I haven't watched a horror movie with good jump scares in a while. Like I love when I react. Like I love that I jumped out my seat. I love that shit. Like make it scary.
You know, gory movies are starting to give me a little bit more of a reaction.
I want to see that Terrifier, Johnny.
Yeah.
Dude, those are all good. There's like
Yeah.
5 of them.
That's the second one.
Gory movies used to be like nothing for me.
You get a little more
Like the
squeamish
Saw
now.
movies?
A little bit.
You're like,
Not a ton.
The Saw
yeah, like
movies
stuff like
really
that.
like launched that. I feel
Yeah,
like.
and like
Yeah.
usually it doesn't bother me at all. Usually, honestly, it's kind of like comical.
Yeah.
And I always thought I was a little bit fucked up in the head for thinking
Yeah.
that stuff was pretty funny. But as I get older and it gets more disgusting, I'm like, all right, I'm a real human. This is good.
I got a pulse. We good.
Yeah,
We good.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With that being said, Glitch in the Matrix.
Fuck yeah.
Somehow let my dog in twice. I was on the patio earlier today and let my dog into the house after he used the bathroom. Not even 5 minutes later, I hear my dog's nails on the concrete behind me. He walks over to the back door to be let in again. Where I was sitting, I was facing the patio door and the bathroom door that leaves outside. The only other way out is through my bedroom door, but still has metal shutters from the Hurricane Milton. My wife was the only other person home and she was sleeping. No windows were open nor was the front door. I literally watched him go in the first time and walk over to his water bowl. I only have one dog and my neighbors don't have a pit bull. What the fuck happened? I don't know why he had to say his neighbors didn't have a pit bull, but...
He probably has a pit bull.
So, yeah, he let his dog in. Watched him come in, go to the water bowl, shut the door behind him. 5 minutes later, turns around. The dog's outside looking to be let in.
Did the guy have a concussion from the storm damage?
I know, right?
No, that's He said his wife didn't let the dog out, or his wife wasn't home. What did he say?
Yeah, his wife was sleeping.
Wife was sleeping. So no one accidentally let the dog out again.
Just him and his wife. Dog's
I mean,
outside.
it could be. I don't know. You know how you think you did something and you didn't? I don't know.
Yeah, but something
Man.
like your dog, like when your dog's scratching
Right.
to be let in, you let your dog in. Like
Right, of course.
that's something that's so ordinary that's
Right.
like you're not gonna forget about your dog.
Did he not shut the door?
It said he shut the door,
He said he shut the door.
All the way?
and there was no other way outside. The
Right.
front door's closed, no windows
Because
open.
sometimes you think you close the door behind you, but it doesn't, it doesn't latch.
That's probably the most
And
likely
then it
scenario.
swung back open.
Dude, honestly, it's like so simple that this is one of those things that like maybe I'd believe it because it's so simple. It's like you let the dog out, you let the dog in, and all of a sudden the dog's outside again.
I don't know.
I mean, these are always
It's
to
an
each their own.
it's
Always,
of
course. You know, the glitches.
the likelihood of the glitch is very large for me.
I'm sure half the people that watch and or listen to this pod are probably like, "Oh, fucking glitch. There's no such thing." But like,
'em,
yeah,
dude.
fuck.
Yeah, fuck you.
If you think that,
This ain't the show for you, dude.
Shut up.
If no one realized I subtly slipped in, if you believe the moon landing. So
we're
if,
not-
if you aren't into the glitches of the Matrix, the
True.
show ain't for you.
yeah, we're not hypercritical thinkers over here.
You're for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know what? Let's give it to him.
We'll give them the glitch.
Yeah.
Give it to him, dude.
Glitch.
I'm with it.
give it
Okay,
to 'em.
fair. Today I fucked up by lying that I have a degree. Long story short, I got a full-time job before I graduated uni, and the completion of my degree was never followed up. I have 1 semester's worth of uni left, but I couldn't complete it due to my mental health. Recently diagnosed with ADHD, depression, I managed to gain 3 years experience in the field before being offered another position at a different company. I've been with the new company for 3 weeks, and one of their affiliate companies wants to run a background check. I'm quite sure that they'll be checking qualifications. I know I fucked up and don't know what to do. Any advice would be appreciated.
Just come clean.
Just do it. No.
No?
Nah, we
No,
don't do that.
absolutely not. You do the best job you can. And if
Well,
they
they're going
fire
to do
you,
the background check.
that's fine. Let them make their
Honestly,
decision.
That's
fine.
If they say
And if they don't do their due diligence, then fucking shame
That's
on
true
them.
too. Like a lot of jobs, like
Who the fuck
they
do you
say
take
you
it-
need to have a diploma. I've never shown my fucking diploma to anyone.
literally,
So
literally. Like,
I mean, for the right companies and types of jobs, I'm sure they do. However, if they say something, just be like, "Yeah, I have 1 semester left. Like, I got into the field, didn't think I needed to complete. Like, if you need me to complete, like, I'll go
I'll
back.
go back
and,
for
like,
the semester
you know what I
if
mean?
you pay for it too.
yeah, that shit's all like you're like taking yourself out of the application by being like too upfront in that situation. Dude, just roll with it, man. Just roll with
I mean,
it.
I've seen a lot of people, like recruiters, like give advice in regards of like when applying, they're like, just apply for it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
you never
even
know.
if you don't qualify, apply.
Yeah.
Well, 'cause
I mean,
it.
full disclosure, when I'm like applying for jobs now a little bit, and because I want more money, quite frankly. Like
too.
I own my own business, and it gives me a couple bucks. It covers most of my bills, but I want
Disposable money
get
at
real
this point.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So if it's like in a certain industry and it asks, do you have experience in this industry?
Yes.
Yeah.
I say yes. And then it's
2
like,
years,
how many
actually.
years? Dude, yeah. Are we applying for the same shit? Like, yeah. I'm just like, yes, 2 years. And that's enough for me to figure out what the hell they're going to be asking.
Yes.
Right.
Like, it's fine. So,
I've learned that within my career too.
Yeah.
You always say you have 2 years experience.
Yeah.
Always
We-
lie about it.
we know what we're
Sorry.
doing here.
Not sorry.
We know what we're doing.
I mean, I'm not one to. I don't like lie on my resumes or anything like that because I'm always worried that people are gonna check into it and then you look like an asshole. Because
Fuck 'em.
if I'm applying to the
They
job,
don't
it's
look
because I
at no
really
fucking
want. it.
resumes. They have you fucking hand in your resume. You do the application. They have you input everything
You're
that's
hired.
on your resume.
Right.
Then you go to the interview and they're like, "Do you have your resume?"
Right. Who's bullshitting who?
Like they don't give a fuck about no fucking resume. And you know what? Fuck you and your cover letters. I'm not doing that shit either. Like,
No, this is what you do. This is what you do. ChatGPT it. You take their fucking job description
Hell
and
yeah.
you upload it, and then you take your resume and
Hell
upload
yeah.
it, and you're like, yo, bitch, give me a cover letter.
Make me sound
And
good.
it spits it out, and then you just alter it because you're a human, and then you send it off.
Facts, Vinny.
Dude.
Gems.
Gang,
So, what a
Put
fucking
you on
hack.
game.
Dropping
That's free
gems.
game right
What a
there.
fucking hack. Let's
high
do that
level game. All right, this is
again. Like
another
7
one.
of those this week. It's Tuesday. It's Monday. It's Monday.
It's Monday. Yeah, we just started, but
God, is it Tuesday yet?
This is another coincide with being old and getting old and all the bullshit. Does anybody else have an internal clock that absolutely refuses to let you sleep in? If that post was
Please.
made for me.
Please.
Same.
Well, yesterday, I didn't have to be in work at my normal 6 because my boss was the manager on duty. So he was like, yo, I'll cook breakfast. You come in at 10:30, 11 or whatever, and all is well in the world.
Nice.
So I couldn't believe that I slept till like 7:30, almost 8 o'clock. Like, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't tell you, like, dead honest truth. Could not tell you last time I slept past 6 o'clock. Like, I'm up at 4:45, 5 o'clock, 5:30, the latest on a bad day, every single day of the week.
That's early.
Every day of the week.
I'm good for like between 6 and 6:15.
But, dude, I can't make it past 9 now. I really can't make it past 9 o'clock.
I don't remember the last
At
time I
all.
slept till
I'm
9.
snoot.
At
Like,
all.
as soon as I stop breathing heavy, she's, babe, you sleeping? No, I'm up.
And he
30
does
seconds
it.
later.
What? I'm like,
You should have. Oh.
Dude, I've been getting good at sleeping lately, which is actually like a feat.
I'm jealous because
Yeah.
I've been having shitty sleep.
I usually just like stay awake. I'm a YouTuber in sleep, so like I'll go to sleep watching my YouTube, and then like typically that'll keep me up for like 3 hours. But I'm getting really good at recognizing when I'm ready to fall asleep,
and then just going.
turning it off, putting
Yep.
it away, and then going
That's
to sleep.
what I've been doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've like learned what the feeling is
So
like.
I think I was sleepwalking. I meant to tell you this. I was waiting for the pod to speak on this, and it was something I wanted to talk about in the beginning, but we're gonna talk about it now, real quick, in between threads. I fucking sleptwalk, I think, for the first time ever last night.
Really? Like
I
legitimately?
like
And you were tossing shit around looking for that goddamn vape.
I don't know what I was looking for. Like
Yes, you were. You were looking for the vape.
I
That
literally
ain't sleepwalking.
No, I woke up and I was at my dresser, like literally looking for shit. And I looked at the time. I was like, what the fuck? I crawled back into bed, fell asleep, and then woke up on her side of the bed looking for my vape. Like,
Yep.
But the thing is I woke up knowing I was looking for my vape.
Right.
But like, I was already rummaging when I woke up. And I was like,
Mid-rummage.
what the fuck? Yeah, I've never in my life. Twice, though. I woke up.
Last night it was twice?
Dude, I woke up at my dresser. Like, what the fuck? Went back to
Wasn't
sleep.
awake for that.
Woke up and was on her side of the bed. Like,
Yeah,
standing
looking under the
over-
bed, like.
Digging?
Digging.
Shit.
Because usually when he does that, it wakes me up, and I'm sleeping on his vape, so I'm just like, "Ugh."
Yeah, right.
I wasn't sleeping on it, so I was like, I'm not waking up. So when I'm like, I heard him like rummaging. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? Like,
Then I had to hit the dab pen to go back to sleep because I was so like bugged out.
You know?
Because
This
I'm
is like after you guys saw a fucking horror movie?
I'm like, this is like 3:30 in the morning.
That's
Witching hour.
nuts, dude. Yeah, I can't say I've ever slept walk, but
Me either, that I know of until now.
right.
oh, aren't you still tapping into lucid dreaming?
I should again. I kind of like. I don't want to say I did it, but after I like realized that I kind of did it,
Seized.
yeah, I was like excited. Like, okay, let's move on.
Yeah.
Oh, this
But yeah,
is
that was. I should try again because that was pretty
yeah, you
fucking nuts.
should.
Yeah.
Hone in, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Hone in. Am I overreacting? Caught the plasterer doing work on my kitchen, peeing into his plaster mix that he was about to put on the walls. I want everything he has already plastered removed and done again by someone else. Am I overreacting? There's a whole,
What the fuck?
there's a whole thing here, but I think it goes without say.
Yeah, that's
What is
I
the
don't have to read.
reason?
I don't have to read the dialect.
dude,
I don't
that's
think.
fucking crazy.
If you
Like,
guys,
what?
we'll post it up there. If you guys want to like read
Yeah, yeah.
along, read. But I'm not going to read that whole thing. It's a couple paragraphs, but I think the caption said enough. Imagine, dude. Imagine me and my gramps are doing work at your house,
you
bro.
come
We're
in
plastering
and you
your
just
wall,
see them.
and I'm pissing into a Home Depot bucket.
Fossils holding it.
Yeah, actually.
Like,
How mad?
what was the reason of peeing in it? Like, there's just why?
That's what he was making the plaster with.
I'd be so pissed.
No, honestly,
pun
I
unintended.
react the
I'll
same
tell you
way.
why he did that. He was probably in a third floor apartment in Lynn. No disrespect, shout out KMF Trey. And he didn't want to walk up and down 3 flights of stairs with buckets of plaster.
Hey.
And he said, you know what? I really have to piss.
I got this.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Kill two birds with one
One
stone.
stone.
Fuck it, saved on the water bill.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucked up, dude.
Hilarious though. I
It's
saw
like,
that. I was
why?
like, yo, I couldn't imagine coming home and just seeing another
I
man's
know,
hog
witnessing
I
that
don't
would
know.
piss me off.
That's like seeing someone take a shit on the bricks that they're laying and like using that as your fucking mortar.
No, you know. No, you know what that is? That's the dudes paving the sidewalk, and they tell you not to touch it.
Yeah,
And you
right.
just walk by and go.
Yeah, for real.
like,
Some dude just laying shits on your bricks and getting another one going.
that's fucking nasty. That's crazy though.
So fucked, dude.
But that's what I got for threads. I don't know if you want
That's
to read
so
one
funny.
or two that you
I do,
have.
I
but
do have a couple because I have one that goes along with a story that I don't think I've told on the pod, but it's actually pretty fucking crazy in terms of like my life.
Sick.
We love crazy shit.
Yeah. So, all right, loading. All right. So this is from the needs advice on Reddit. I'll read through this and then we can talk about it. Then I can get into my shit.
Yep.
Friend facing homelessness. How much longer do I let her stay with us? My husband and I own the house we live in. My friend V has been living with us for the past 3.5 months while she waits to move into an apartment with her friend Anne, our other friend Anne. Anne broke her hip, got surgery, and is no longer able to work. Therefore, they cannot move in together.
Okay.
V doesn't have a job and has been helping with the bills. And now that she can't move in with Anne, there's nowhere for her to go, and she's facing homelessness. Rent is too high. So basically,
welcome to America.
Yeah, the question ultimately is, what do we do? She's a good roommate. There's no problems, but the poster feels like they have a guest in their home.
You want half that disability check. You're gonna stay here? Yep. I want fucking. What are you getting? $550 a month. I want $375.
You're sick.
But how long would you guys let someone live with you if they were
Depends
a
on
friend?
who it is.
No, it doesn't depend on who. It honestly depends on how long, because like they said, it's like having a guest in the house. Like, it just like you're fucking up my way of life, low key, and like my day to day
Feng shui.
and routine and shit. Like, there's only so long I can deal with that.
Yeah, I agree. I think the timeline is borderline irrelevant. You just have to kind of be
I think like
Like,
2 months is
up.
fair.
Yeah, totally. I think that's a good amount of time. I think you just have to be like upfront with it though. Like
Here he
if,
goes.
you're like V, you got a year. Like you got 12 months to figure your shit out.
Yep.
Or you got 6 months to figure your shit out.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be a conversation that happens after they move in.
Yes.
To be honest with you, I think the best thing you can do in any situation like that, living situation, borrowing money, whatever, like things like that, get it in writing,
Yeah.
get it notarized. That way, at the end of the 2 months, the person's like, oh, you know, and again, if it's your friend, I get it. But at the same time, it's like, we have a legit agreement.
Right.
The law's going to be on my side. So if you can get the law on your side in those scenarios, you're better off. Not that I'm
Yeah.
like calling my lawyer every time.
Right,
No,
right,
but
of
I
course,
do
yeah.
agree with that. Like,
Just
having
get
it on
everybody-
paper.
Yeah, get the expectation, make everyone agree to it.
Because
And
then if you try-
communication is open, everything, like, you can't play dumb 12 months from now. Like, oh, I
Right.
didn't.
Well,
Right.
also, if you try to make it a legal matter at that point, you don't really have a leg to stand on because it's hearsay.
Right.
Right.
And I also like I feel like if you have it all agreed to ahead of time, it takes a lot of responsibility off your back. So like, God forbid, you guys were like, Vinny, we're going to be on the street next month. Obviously, come stay with me. Winter's coming up. But I'm going to tell you right now, in May, it's going to be fucking 70 degrees and
you
sunny
need
out.
to-
So you got to get the fuck out. that
Respectfully.
way, when, my point being though, when May comes along, I could tell you to get the fuck out. And it's not anything new. You know,
Right.
it's not something you weren't expecting.
Right.
And
Right.
I don't want to fucking hear, oh, you're putting me on the street. Because no,
Like, bro, you
I am
knew
not.
this.
Took you off.
I
the
took
street.
you off the street. I gave you 6 to 12 months to get on your feet. And now you're getting the fuck out of my house with love. so,
Mwah.
Thank you. Bye.
so I've actually let someone live with me before. A homeless person. Straight up homeless person. Yeah.
Okay.
When I was going to Endicott in my dorm room.
I love dorm stories.
Wow.
So when I was going to Endicott and my sophomore year, I got into a lot of trouble there just because I smoked a bunch of weed. And this is 2010 when the world hated weed.
Yeah.
So I'd gotten into a shitload of trouble at Endicott to the point of almost being kicked out of school. And it got to the point where my sophomore year, I got to pick housing after the incoming freshmen.
Nice.
You would think no, but yes, it was nice because freshmen could only stay in 2 of 3 dorms.
Exactly.
Upperclassmen usually got their own apartments.
Right.
And then everything else was for like sophomores, juniors. And I literally, I remember the dean of students. He was like, you accrued housing points, and on average, sophomores by the end of their sophomore year had like 24 housing points, and you could use it to get your order to pick housing. I had like negative 36 housing points. I shit you not. Negative like multiple
They said,
years.
Vinnie, you don't have a voice. You don't have a choice.
The dean, so I continued to get in trouble. And at the end of that year, he told me, you either need to find a new school or find a new place to live. So like this wasn't a solution to the problem. But in any event, I picked my dorm and I was in a townhouse with juniors and seniors. We move in and one of my roommates was like, I got a buddy who's homeless. He just moved back to Mass from Las Vegas. He has nowhere to stay. Do you mind? And me being like young and dumb and naive, sure, bring him in to party. Like, let's have a fucking good time.
Right.
So the kid comes in and immediately I sit down with him, and I'm not a tough guy. I know this about myself, but I know people who will do shit for fun.
For the goose egg.
Yeah, quite frankly. And they'll have fun. Yeah. Anyway, so I threatened him pretty fucking seriously, and I was like, "Listen, buddy, you're coming in off the street. I don't fucking know you from a hole in the wall. If I so much as smell my fucking pillowcase and it's different than what it should be, I'm gonna fucking get you. I promise you. You will fucking not worry about a place to live because you'll be permanently in the ground. Yeah, permanent. I promise you. Not really a threat. More of a genuine like, let's shake on it type shit.
Right.
He was the nicest person I have ever met in my life, dude.
Damn.
He lived with us the entire semester. And every 2 weeks, we took him to fucking Walmart and Market Basket, and he spent all $600 in food stamps, stocked our fridge, bought our beer, kept lookout on the fucking apartment when no one was around. He was a fucking peach,
He was an
dude.
asset.
He was a peach, dude.
Stop
an
and Vinny's
asset.
like, I will have you.
He was
Yeah.
complete asset.
Yeah, he was the man, dude. And I remember going through, because he didn't go to Endicott.
Right.
He wasn't a student.
Right.
He didn't pay housing. We literally smuggled this kid in our dorm every day for like 4 months. It
Which probably
nuts,
gets annoying
dude.
to a point, too.
Yeah, but how like thankful was he? You know what I mean? So he ended up leaving, and at this point, I was like selling a little bit of weed. I had like maybe an ounce or two in my safe in my dorm room. You know what I mean? And I got robbed. My roommates ended up robbing me, and then they got kicked out of school. So I had the townhouse to myself for the second semester. Yeah. It was great. But this kid leaves, and he was like, "Yo, I left something for you," and it was like I'm not into this. I swear on my life, I'm not into this. The kid left me a fucking pharmacy in my safe. Whole bunch of shit, dude.
He left you bands.
Oh, a whole bunch of shit. Yeah. And like,
real one.
yeah. And I was slinging a little bit of weed. That's not my style.
Right.
So I wasted them. I like threw them out or I gave them away, or I didn't want anything to do with it. I
Right.
really didn't want anything to do with
Yeah,
it.
but he
I
left,
feel you.
you
But
could have made, you
he
could have made a
blessed you.
buck.
Yeah.
Dude, I looked up one of those pills. It was like a $750 fucking pill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
nuts.
He left you bands, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
he left you.
yeah. For real. He was like, "Thanks, dude. Here's like your fucking
You
cocktail."
looked out, yeah.
Yeah, he was so chill, dude. But that's I'll never forget this, dude. I just let some fucking random homeless
Yeah.
kid live with me for 6 or 7 months. He slept on the couch.
Asset.
We had dorm checks. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, dude, it was like the sketchiest shit of my life. But he was the man, and I won't say his name, but I do know it. And you were real.
Shout out to
Yeah,
you.
shout out
Yeah.
you, fam.
You were
Shout
real
out
one.
you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that puts a bow on the threads in the episode, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you are tuning in to just now and you're late, you're fucking very late because this is episode 30. So you guys have plenty of stuff to backlog. However,
Sorry.
you good, fam? However, I'm good. However, you could find us on YouTube at the High Level Podcast. Find us on Instagram at the High Level Podcast. On TikTok, you guys all have a TikTok. Everybody got fucking TikTok at the High Level Pod. if you listen to the pod and you don't watch the pod, fantastic. Find us on Apple Pod, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, TuneIn Radio, you name it, we're on it. And if you are looking to start a podcast and you are up in the air about where you want to host this podcast, RSS is that place for you. There's going to be a link in the description of this video/audio below. You want to host your pod there, I promise you it is easy, efficient. There are multitude of platforms that you can put your pod out, so you can be selective about where you want to put it. Analytics are phenomenal. Everything about RSS works well, especially for beginners. If you're new and you're looking for a pod, that's the place. The link is in the description. And thank you guys.
Plug in the Putt Putt.
What else? Oh, Putt Putt.
A couple more days to RSVP, yeah.
Yeah, guys, there is, for those of you that are in the inner circle, aka know us on a personal level, there is a Facebook event out. I invited mad people. If I did not invite you, or Vinnie didn't, or Rena didn't, reach out to us. We need answers very soon.
And we also need funds.
You don't want to miss out on this. Also, you guys want to support the squad. You guys want to support a movement. You guys want to say you were a part of something. Guys, I don't want to hear it next year and the year after when the pods pop in and we got a little buzz.
You missed out on stuff.
You missed out and you want to be a part of it and all this stuff. And we're going to say, listen, you missed out. You slept on it. Don't be that guy.
Don't be that
guy. Or girl or whatever. Don't be that guy.
Don't be that person.
That's right.
But yeah, episode 30 is a wrap. Thank you very much. And we will catch you guys next week.